This week on NESN Clubhouse is all about adaptive athletes. We head to Rhode Island and hang out with Empower SCI Summer Camp and Matt Brown Foundation.
We love getting together and help people live their best life.
Plus, Paralympian Noelle Lambert shares her incredible story and an all-new instructional.
I do have a running prosthetic, so balance can get a little tricky for me.
Get ready! NESN Clubhouse starts right now. What's up, everyone? I hope you had a great summer and I hope you're settling into the school year. Wish it could have been longer, but here we are. I'm your host again, Bella, here at the New England Institute of Technology in the great state of Rhode Island. And it's all thanks to Empower Spinal Cord Injury, or for short, Empower SCI and their summer camp. And today's episode is all about adaptive athletes. So here to tell you a little bit more about the camp is the Director of Strategic Development, Tim Brown. Thank you so much for joining us today, Tim. We're so happy to have you here on the show.
Thanks so much, Bella. We're really excited to have you here and to show you what Empower is all about. So Empower SCI is a 501c3 nonprofit, and we run programs to help people with spinal cord injuries really get back out and live life fully after their accident. We like to say surviving to thriving. So our mission is to propel individuals forward on their path to a more actualized, realized, purposeful, and independent life through immersive programming and community support. I was a participant in the summer of 2012 after my ski accident that resulted in a spinal cord injury, and it really changed the trajectory of my life after my accident. And 10 years later, I had the very awesome opportunity to come back and join the team full time, and it was an incredible full circle moment.
Can you talk a little bit about some of the activities that camp offers here?
We have our participants come with goals in mind. We do a lot of skilled physical therapy and occupational therapy to help people achieve those goals of gaining independence and finding ways to move better through each day. But we also have a lot of fun. So we do surfing and mountain biking and kayaking and fishing and cycling and going to horse farms, going to local minor league baseball games. And we also have rehab counseling, which is great for mental health, and that's so important when you've had a spinal cord injury. So we kind of do a little bit of everything, and it's all rolled into this one awesome experience. We're going to be seeing wheelchair football, wheelchair basketball, wheelchair rugby, wheelchair tennis, and we have an action track chair coming, and that is a super cool off-road wheelchair that has big like tank tire treads on it. So you can get in it and just with a joystick, you can drive it anywhere, beach, woods, wherever. So it's going to be, a lot of activity, a lot of fun this afternoon.
What led to the start of these summer camps?
People leave the hospital and they get back to their life, but they were kind of getting stuck in this limbo of day to day. And so Empower was designed to help people get out of that and kind of make the next move to living life fully.
Nice. That was really nice.
Do you have any words of encouragement you'd like to say, maybe to people who haven't heard of Empower SCI yet?
We are a very open community, and we love having people come hang out and get involved. And I would say that for folks who are looking to get involved as a volunteer, we love having folks come help us. And for folks who may be looking to get involved as a participant, definitely apply. Come check out our programs. We have our Pathways series year-round in the fall, winter, and spring, and those are single-day events that you can come and go skiing with us or do some art or cooking or anything like that. So we're a great community, and we love getting together and help people live their best life.
No, I'm gonna Empower. Oh yeah.
Empower is really empowering what it means to thrive. Now, Tim, I heard you guys have surf days?
Yeah, Bella, we do have surf days. It's one of our favorite days of the program. We get people with all different levels of injury in the ocean, surfing waves, everyone's hanging out at the beach. It's a ton of fun, but don't take it from me. Check it out.
My personal adaptive surfboard here. You can see I have straps up there to keep my elbows in place when I'm surfing in the prone position. We have more straps up front on the nose to help people move me around when I'm in the water. And then we have some hip supports here to keep my body centered on the board, and the same for my feet down at the bottom. And this just allows me to comfortably and confidently surf in the prone position and surf the waves as best I can. They help people with spinal cord injuries and other disabilities who may not be able to stand on a surfboard to get out there, surf in the prone position, and have their chest, head, and shoulders up off the board so they can be maneuvering the board by leaning left and right as they're surfing the wave into the beach and having as much fun as possible while we're doing that.
Coming up, U.S. record breaker Noelle Lambert helps us balance our sprints on this week's Clubhouse Instructional.
Balance can get a little tricky for me, especially when I'm first starting off running.
And we recap this year's Miracle League tournament. Don't worry, we'll be right back.
The transition into my athletic journey after losing my leg was incredibly difficult. I really needed to rely on the people around me and the whole community that was willing to help push their dreams aside to help my dream come true of becoming the first above-the-knee amputee to ever play collegiate lacrosse. That's really what our goals were, and I was able to return to the lacrosse field.
And make it 11, it's Lambert. They're gonna empty the bench for that one.
Now that is a true warrior. Now this week we had the honor of speaking with a New Hampshire local and a track and field Paralympian, Noelle Lambert. But before we talk about her incredible story, she was kind enough to give us some advice on how to better balance our sprints in this week's all-new Clubhouse Instructional.
Hi, my name is Noelle Lambert. I'm a two-time Paralympian, American record holder for the U.S. Para Track and Field team, and today I'm going to show you how to better balance your sprints. For me being an amputee, I do run with a running blade, so balance can get a little tricky for me. And the cues that I tell myself when I am sprinting is making sure that I have high knees and I'm striking the ground with force so that I can feel the return of the blade propel me forward. A lot of the times what you need to be cautious of when you are sprinting is casting your foot to your butt. So you're doing like kind of a butt kick. You don't want to do that when you're sprinting. You want it to be here, down, here, down. You want to make sure when you're doing high knees, you are striking the ground and getting that force to return you up. So think of like you're in a marching band and high knees, high knees, high knees. And that will just help you project forward on the track better. hope these tips help. Now go outside on your local track or any running trail and try it on your own.
Make sure to take her advice, and then maybe you can set your own records at the Paralympics. Now this summer, our friends at the Miracle League held their annual tournament, and as always, the party followed. Let's see their big turnout and how it's the definition of sports and community coming together.
This event's awesome. It's a great opportunity to get out into the community and bring baseball to everybody.
Oh my God, this event means so much. Matthew's been playing for probably 15 years now, and he just loves coming out to the NESN event.
First and foremost, lets everybody know that they're capable of being a part of something that they probably look up to. You're seeing Red Sox gear on almost everybody, so I can imagine that they probably looked up to players and just their passion and their love for baseball, and now they get to be a part of it.
This is like, he feels like such a big shot. Like he's one of the, like you would swear he was on the Red Sox the way he talks about his game when he goes home.
Well, the Miracle League we're providing games right now for a little over 150 players each fall and each spring. If you go to the website Miracle League of MA or Miracle League of Massachusetts, they can find a way to donate. Everything we do that doesn't cost the players anything or their families anything.
We enjoy, we have fun. It's meant to bring out the best in us, and I think it is.
To everybody that's playing, to myself, it's something that we look forward to every year. You know, you can hear the cheers in the background. Everybody's having a blast. Everybody's having a fun time.
There are so many times where they are left out. In this environment, they're the center of attention.
Everyone deserves a chance to play baseball.
Next on Clubhouse, we recap the Unified Team season from practice to party. Plus, our exclusive interview with Paralympian Noelle Lambert. Stick around, we'll be right back. Welcome back. The New England Revolution Unified Team just wrapped up their 2025 season, and let me tell you, it was action-packed. From tryouts to signing day to bowling with the Revs, let's check out some of their best highlights and what it truly means to unite everyone with or without intellectual disabilities through the power of soccer.
What we love about today is, especially for the new players, they come in really excited, really wide-eyed, and the great thing is the Revs really wow the players with the presentation.
It means the world to me to be able to sign with the New England Revolution, one of my favorite teams. I really enjoy this moment. This is a moment for me to cherish.
Signing my third contract with the New England Revolution means everything to me.
I think it's cool when obviously the first team played against the Rapids, and then now they have the unified team travel with them and being able to come out here and play against our unified team, and just obviously the camaraderie, but then still have that competition that we had earlier in the night, and it carries over to after our game.
Seeing the fans out there and how many people stuck around honestly made me feel like I could try as hard as I could. I wanted to represent the club, my teammates, the coaches, and seeing so many fans, especially my friends and family that came out to support me my last year, has been an incredible and emotional feeling.
Just to come on the field, be at Gillette Stadium, build even the ones that had the nerves in the beginning, once they hit that field, they were ready to go.
My favorite part is just playing out there on the field and spending time with my friends and my teammates and giving my heart out there for my last time and being able to just defend our goal and not giving any goals up or the balls was honestly a true meaningful feeling.
But at the end of the day, they're athletes and they're soccer players, so we just want to go out and provide an environment for them that's professional and an environment that they can have fun and have friends and feel included, but also that they're soccer players, and that's what we do. We're just training them to develop them as players.
To me, I goal for a goal is just being super inclusive with everybody. You know, I've grown really connected with this group, this team that has come together, and to see them play and become a team and now bring them here and to support them is just super important. I've grown close with a few of them. To name a few, Billy and Sophia, they're great. Love them and just happy to see them grow as people. Spent my whole life playing this game and playing soccer, and the unified team is able to spread the game to as many parts of the globe as possible, and it's awesome to see people have the opportunity to fulfill their dreams. So yeah, it means the world to me.
Wow, I can't wait to see how next season's team tops all of that. Paralympian Noelle Lambert shared with us some ways on how to better balance our sprints. And now she's sharing her courageous story with us on how not only she became a US record breaker, but a young leader and a founder of her own nonprofit.
My name is Noelle Lambert. I'm a two-time Paralympian, American record holder for the U.S. Paralympic track and field team. I am also the national champion for the women's long jump. I lost my leg in 2016 when I was involved in a moped accident in Martha's Vineyard. I sideswiped a dump truck, and I remember looking down, seeing that my left leg was completely gone. It was completely severed on the scene, and the first thing I thought of, it was sports, because sports has always played a huge part in my life. I've never gone a long period of time without being active in some sort of way. So having my leg be amputated, I was really thinking that my life was over in that moment. The transition into my athletic journey after losing my leg was incredibly difficult. I really needed to rely on the people around me and the whole community that was willing to help push their dreams aside to help my dream come true of becoming the first above-the-knee amputee to ever play collegiate lacrosse. That's really what our goals were, and I was able to return to the lacrosse field.
And make it 11, it's Lambert. They're going to empty the bench for that one. Well deserved.
I view my accident as the turning point in my life because I was that athlete who honestly took for granted everything that I had in my life. I was a very natural gifted athlete, but I never put in that extra work that makes you a leader. And having this accident happen to me made me realize that I need to show up and I need to put in the extra work. I was in the hospital at the end of July in 2016, and that's when the Rio Olympics were going on. And I remember seeing an ad on my TV talking about the Paralympics, and I turned to my parents and I said, well, maybe I could do this because I just lost my leg. I still want to be an athlete in some sort of way. And that's really when it clicked for me that this is something that I could potentially pursue in my life. The future for me holds a gold medal wrapped around my neck, whether that be LA 2028 or Brisbane 2032. I promise you I will not quit until I have that gold medal around my neck. I was passionate about starting my own nonprofit called the Born to Run Foundation because personally I had received 3 different specialized prosthetics from 3 different incredible foundations. And personally I wanted to give back all the support and helping hands that I received throughout my entire journey and portray the message out to the world that if I can return playing Division I lacrosse, if I can become a Paralympian after my accident, then 100% so can anybody else. I think the advice that I have for anybody who's in the similar situation as me is never be afraid of failure. Failing every single day when I was first starting off just drove me and motivated me as to why I need to show up the next day. Just because I have a disability, it doesn't limit me, and I want people to realize that. Appreciate the journey it takes to get somewhere because you're going to look back one day and just realize how proud of yourself you are for fighting through every single blood, sweat, and tear that it took to achieve your dreams.
Before we go, don't miss Empower's skilled demos.
There you go, John. Over your shoulder. In case y'all didn't notice. That's how big he is.
The end of the episode will be right back. Talk about happy campers. I can't wait to see some more of those skill demos. But first, we'd like to share with you the encouraging story of Matt Brown. He's also here today with his foundation, showing us what it means to overcome adversity. So what sort of impact has the Matt Brown Foundation seen since getting involved with the community?
You know, we launched the foundation in June of 2020, smack dab in the middle of a pandemic. But over the last 2.5 years, we've really started to see things expand. Our golf tournament, the Boston Marathon, Falmouth Road Race, and we've been able to help individuals with accessible vans, home renovations, bathroom renovations, and pieces of medical equipment such as standing frames. And we take pride in every single one. And I'm excited for what's next. We got some big things on the horizon.
Can you talk a little bit about how Empower SCI and the Matt Brown Foundation collaborate together?
Yeah, they being in the same sphere of the paralysis and SCI community, when they were reaching out for some sponsorship opportunities for this week down here, and our board thought that there wasn't a greater fit.
A lot of kids listening at home, do you think you could give them some words of encouragement, or to anybody who wants to get involved with Empower SCI or the Matt Brown Foundation?
Words of encouragement would be, especially with in this day and age, never be afraid to ask for help. You have people there that want to help and that will help. And then on the flip side of that, never be afraid to be that shoulder for someone else to lean on. If folks want to help, reach out to the Matt Brown Foundation. We have our website, mattbrownfoundation.org, Matt Brown Foundation on Instagram and Facebook. And it's really just the community allows us to do what we do.
Between Empower and Matt's mission, I am really in awe. What an incredible thing you're doing for your community.
Thanks so much, Bella. We're really proud of the community we've built with the support of awesome organizations like the Matt Brown Foundation. Now I know y'all have been waiting, so let's check out these skilled demos.
There you go, John. Over your shoulder.
Nice.
Like when I got my legs on in the pool, like that.
A huge thank you to the Matt Brown Foundation, Noelle Lambert, the Revolution Unified team, and the Miracle League, and an even bigger thank you to Tim Brown and Empower SCI. You guys really opened our eyes today and educated us, and it's so great that adaptive athletics can bring people together.
Bella, thank you so much, and to the whole NESN crew, the film and production crew, all of your viewers. We really appreciate having you here today and really sharing with the world adaptive sports and more about the spinal cord injury and disability community. It's been wonderful to have you here, so thanks so much.
Thank you so much, and thank you to the best fans in the world. See you next time on NESN Clubhouse.